there, it's Carol Borgeson with Carolbcrafts. Today we'll be making this adorable little gift bag. It's project number 3 in my Peaceful Poinsettia online class. Check out my website www.carolbcrafts.com to see what current class kits and club kits I'm offering. Now if you don't have the class kit, don't worry, I'll give you the instructions and directions and supplies as we go along so that you can make this adorable gift bag along with us. So this is the kit that you'll need here. It has everything cut for you except the things that you cut with your dies that come with your bundle. And the bundle that we're using is the Peaceful Poinsettia bundle. The clear mount stamps and then the dies that match the detailed poinsettia dies. Now we have one of the striped treat bags that we sell at Stampin' Up, and I have a gold library clip that we also sell. Then for the front sentiment we have a scalloped oval with this is real red cardstock, and it's the 3rd largest scalloped oval in the layering oval framelits. Then we have 2, you only need 1, Whisper White stitched shapes ovals, and it is the 2nd largest stitched oval in the stitched shapes framelits. We have a piece of Whisper White. It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 that we'll do our stamping of the background on. And then we have 2 pieces of cardstock, real red, 3 inches by 3 inches, and a cherry cobbler, 3 inches by 3 inches. And on the back of the cherry cobbler, I have put the adhesive sheets that we sell. That will make so that when we put our poinsettia cutout, our die cut, onto our base, we won't have to use any glue because it'll already have adhesive on it since we used our adhesive sheets. And then we have a piece of our gold trim, and it is 12 inches. And then we have in our envelope here, we have our gold, and it looks like we have, we need 9, 7, 8 of the gold metallic pearls. So let's go ahead and do our stamping. We're going to need Memento black ink, and we're going to need the Mossy Meadow ink. So now we have, I'm going to be using my Stamparatus. I have my Whisper White, and I'm going to stamp the poinsettia stamp, this beautiful stamp right here. I'm just going to stamp one of those with Memento black ink. Okay, so now I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to get a piece of scratch paper, clean my stamp off. And on the back of my one of my ovals, I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive just to hold it in place. And the reason I'm doing this is because this oval is small, so it would be very difficult to try to hold it in place and stamp on it. So I'm just going to do it this way. And then what I want to put on the inside is, on this is the Christmas wishes. So I'll get the Christmas wishes stamp out. Now because this is a class and your die cut is already cut, normally you would stamp and then die cut. Well, with the class kit you can't do that, so we're going to go ahead and take a 4 by 6 piece of window sheet, and we're going to put near the edge our Christmas wishes stamps, and we're going to ink it up with Mossy Meadow, and we're going to stamp an image right there. And we're going to use that to place our Christmas wishes on our oval. So I'm making sure my plastic is in the corner so it will stamp in the right place. When I'm happy with my placement, I'm going to put my magnet on my paper and then ink up my stamp. And I have my Christmas wishes. Okay, so we're done with our stamping. So we're going to do some coloring, and we're going to color. We don't have to color the poinsettia. We're just going to color the leaves in dark old olive and the little berries in dark cherry cobbler. Okay, so we're done with our coloring, and our flower is going to go on top of our poinsettia, so we don't have to color it. So let's go ahead and die cut this part here. We're going to use this die right here to cut that out. And I like to use my removable Scotch tape, magic tape. And I'll just line that up. And when I'm happy with it, I'll tape it down and take it over to my Big Shot. And so for the next die cutting, we're going to need our 3 by 3 inch real red and cherry cobbler. We need the poinsettia that's going to go on face down here on our cherry cobbler, and we need the outline as well. So I like to find those 3 little leaves, flowers together, petals. It helps me to line them up, and then I'm going to cut this out with my Big Shot, and I'll probably have to run it back and forth about 3 or 4 times to get a really good cut. So you'll be able to tell when you get a really good cut because you'll be able to see the lines are cut really well on the back of your adhesive sheet. So then the next thing we're going to die cut is the real red background, and we're going to use the frame again and run that through our Big Shot like this. Okay, so now I have my frame, and I'll go ahead and get this off of the adhesive so that I can put it on my base. Just pull it right off there. Looks like I need to get a few of these. Poke out those little circles in the center. Be sure to get all of them off the back because they like to stick to the back of your poinsettia. So now it's ready. I'm going to find my little 3-leaf petals, and I'm going to start with one, and I'm just going to walk myself around here, matching up as I go. So this is ready to put on our base, and I'm going to put those on with some mini dimensionals, but instead of putting the mini dimensionals on here, I'm going to put them on here. That way I get them placed properly. So I have my mini dimensionals. I'm going to place this with the little 3 leaves petals down there, and all of them will be covered up, so that's good. So I'll go ahead and put this on. So I'm just going to lay this down here, and then I'm going to find my 3 leaves, and they'll be kind of down here at the bottom, and center it so that it's covered up completely. And that looks good right there. So now this is ready to go on our bag. So when I fold the bag, I want the top to be along the bottom of this second gold stripe. So just like this. So now here is where we're going to glue our little flower across this white band here. So I'm just going to put, let me see, probably should kind of mark that so that I know where to put my glue and stop my glue. So it looks like right about there and right about here. So I'm just going to put my dots of glue in between those 2 marks. And I'll set this on top just like that. And I'll just hold it in place while the glue dries. And while we're waiting for that to dry, we're just going to go ahead and put our Christmas wishes. I'm just going to use glue because it's easier to move around once I get it on there, if I want to adjust it. And we're going to put this on with glue as well. Okay, so we have our 12 inches of the gold trim or braid, and then you have your gold library clip, and we're going to make our bow. The thing about this gold trim is it doesn't like to stay in a bow. So let's go ahead and make our 2 loops like we have done before. Loop on each side. The loops on the tails on the outside, cross this one over the top of the other one and push that loop through the hole like this. And when you get it to where you want it, we don't want it too big. Okay, that's about where I want it. So now I'm going to take my piercing tool and I'm going to get a glue dot. Just pick it up and I'm going to stick it in there and then pull it out and then pull this tight, and hopefully that glue dot will keep it. If it doesn't, you may need to put another one in there. Looks like I need another one. So I'm going to stick another glue dot in there and pull it tight. Hopefully that one will do the trick. Looks like it is. And that looks good. I might just put one more in there just because I want to make sure. I might put it in from this side here. There. I think that will do it. Okay, so I'm just push those glue dots in underneath the knot so they don't show. Now it's ready to put on our clip, and we're going to put it on our clip with glue dots. So hopefully, let's see, how many do we need? On the back, I'm going to put, let's see, 1, 2, 3. It's a big knot, so I'm going to cover the back with glue dots, so probably 4. I'm just going to pinch it off and stick it right there on front of that. And now I have my clip, and I can trim it. There. Kind of gooey. You can push the goo underneath so it doesn't show. Okay, so now we have our clip for our bow, and all we need to do now is put our gold metallic pearls on. I'm going to put one over each of the holes, and then we're going to put one down here by Christmas wishes. Looks like I had an extra one. All right, our treat bag is finished and all ready to give to someone. Fill it with some goodies and send it on its way. Now this one, it looks like my flower was a little lower. So you could do it either way. You could do it with your flower high above the fold or below the fold, whichever you wanted to do. All right, well, thanks for watching. This is project number 3. Stay tuned for project number 4 in my Peaceful Poinsettia online class. Check out my website, www.carolbcrafts.com, and see what current classes and club kits I'm offering. Thanks for watching. Bye now.